make his presentation to that team. But let's cross over live to the BBI committee and listen in to some of the presentations that are being given to the committee.
Escalate the prosecution of any corruption deed at any level of government, even the private sector. This involves the appointment of competent Kenyans working in the office of the DPP. This is to enable the presentation of incorruptible evidence in the corruption cases for Kenyans to have justice. That is strengthening the capacity of public officials and institutions to promote integrity and transparency in our critical, especially for our country. What we are trying to say is that when a corruption case is actually reported, we should expedite the prosecution of these people. And we are also urging that whenever such cases are reported and somebody is involved, there should be the honorable thing that they should do is actually to step down and let the investigation take place, because there is no way you can be investigating a corrupt person and the same corrupt person you are investigating is still in office. That is why you hear cases in our counties when there is these corruption cases, you hear that the office has been banned. Recently, even in the past, Homa Bay County banned its office. Kisumu County recently banned the office just because they want to erase the evidences that are there. So we feel that these cases, when they are reported, they should be expedited. The speed at which they are being handled should be increased. F, and the second last, the accused individuals in corruption cases should not be allowed to access any public office until they are cleared from the EACC, and if found guilty and has served the sentence as required by the law, the individual should not be taken into probation for a period of should be taken into probation for a period of not less than 3 years before he is allowed to hold any public office. We've seen in Kenya that when you are corrupt and when you are mentioned in corruption cases, you become a hero. So we are actually recommending that in our institution, we should enforce that when you are, even if you are just alleged, even we just hear that you are corrupt, you should not be allowed to hold a public office. And that is how we are going to go forward as Kenya, because at this rate, people glorify corrupt people. And that is why the country is going the direction it's going to. So that's why we are saying we are recommending that the institutions that are mandated to cleanse these people, that is to give them the green light, like EACC, should be strengthened in that they cannot allow a corrupt individual to hold a public office. And that is how we are going to move forward.
All right, university students right there, the leadership of university students giving their views to the BBI task force team on matters corruption, saying that those who've been accused of corruption should step aside and pay way for investigation.